one of the hood.
It's the NFL on EA Sports
God,
as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore
But he
Ravens.
already know what time it is, man. Another one bite the best guy type shit.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
My boy finna bite the dust, man. He did it to himself.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Being chased out left. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A pitch comes to Dobbins.
Let's go.
He's across midfield and down to the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is a beauty. That ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels
He's on the
sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at
Oh,
all.
yeah.
This group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to give up the football again after this one.
Y'all already know what time it is.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
No, sir.
It's incomplete. They cannot
Crazy,
convert,
man.
and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
When I needed you.
Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
These niggas know how I get. These niggas know how I get, bro.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
We're going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Burrow going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow points the target and he has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Inside handoff to Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 2. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. The receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Mixing up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's too.
Now, Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Buying time to his left. Oh, he faked it with a... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like I put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come like I need a award. Wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave 'em floppy, face Nazi. Talking all Aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. There's the athleticism of Tyus Bowser on display. Wrapping him up, no problem. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Cousins now from the 50. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Jordan Stout now. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw again on second down, Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins to throw it. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Joseph's got it, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Play fake. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flush Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. In possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Cousins here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And